Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys today. Got a lot to get into. Going to get into Ball and Goodman a lot. Going to get into the Miracle Cuello-Rios card. It's a really good card. Going to get into all of that. So it's going to be a pretty good show. We're going to again. There is absolutely no boxing going on in the UK. The US, there's absolutely nothing going on. So we're just going to try to make the most of it and put out the best shows and the best content that we can, because it's obviously very, very limited content this week. We'll look into the Ball card. I'll break down that card for you guys today. I just released a video on Ball and Goodman, so I'm going to get into that, guys. Before we do, please like, share, and subscribe. Smash the like button. I'm going to be right back in 1 second. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me all forms of social media, 3D Boxing Blog. Guys, please smash the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Please subscribe now. Good show yesterday. Gonna just do one show again today. I'm gonna start breaking down and doing the videos on the Cuello card. I don't have any lines on this yet, but we'll take a look at that in a second. Yeah, it's just a really, really slow weekend, and I'm gonna try to get you all the best content and everything that I can. But this is not easy, and I appreciate you guys showing support and sticking with me while this week is painfully slow for all boxers. So shout out to you guys who are there. If you are in the chat, guys, please smash the like button. Smash the like button. It's free for everyone. Consider hitting you up with a cash app or a super chat if you can. It is much appreciated. Shout out to y'all. What up, Jeb? What up, David? Good to have everybody here. It's good to have everybody here. All right, guys, let me pay the bills first, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you have not already. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. It gets you the lock of the week. I gave you guys 2 locks last week. Both of the locks hit. After I gave you the lock of the week, last week I gave you 2 before that. Both of those hit as well. So we're 4 for 4 on our last 4 parlays over the last week. This week, with the lack of action, we'll only do 1 lock of the week, guys, but do get that because there's still money to be made. So, guys, in addition to that, you get live betting, the updated props in the Discord. You get free access to the Discord. The Discord is a great community to be a part of. So please join Patreon. Get access to the Discord. You get all that for just $5 a month. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's Carnival Bar. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. Carnivalbar.com. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. Glad to have everybody here. Give me 1 second. I got a million things open here. Let me close some of this crap out. All right. I got a million different windows open. Gary the GOAT, Rando Light in the house. What up, Rando? What up, Rando? Good to have everybody here. Guy who's just rolling. Obviously, I expect the next couple of shows, the next couple of days to be quite slow, actually, which is to be expected with the overall lack of boxing. But I'm glad to have each and every one of you guys here. You guys are truly phenomenal, and I appreciate the support. Again, thank you for making last month a record-breaking month in terms of revenue and in terms of watch hours as well. We're going to try to break all 3 records again this month, and we're off to a really good start. We got a lot of boxing this month, so it's a good month to get into this, guys. All right, Muscles Brown's in the house. Havelock is in the house. Havelock, obviously, you're not getting fined. You are here. There is no fine for Havelock. If you do get fined, Muscles, after last month, Muscles will be happy to pay your fine. But right now, there are no fines for you, Havelock. Muscles coming through with the big month last month. All right, guys. Hang on. Let me get up. Like I said, guys, do check out the Goodman. Do check out the Ball-Goodman video. It's a good one. It's one of my favorite videos. It's a really good fight. I shot Nick Ball. Nick Ball is making some really good fights. The Raymond Ford fight, this one, it's really, really good. So I got DraftKings up now. The only thing we have in the next 2 weeks is Goodman and Ball, and we don't have any props on. I'm gonna pull up Ball versus Goodman in a little bit. I'm gonna pull up the pro boxing odds in a little bit. Right now, to me, if you're getting odds like this, I broke this all down in the video. Ball versus Goodman is a 50-50 fight to me. I think there are a couple ways this fight could end. I think Goodman could win a decision. I think that's on the table. I say there's a 50% chance that Goodman wins by stoppage. I think there's a 30% chance Ball wins by decision. Well, let's say a 33% chance that Ball wins by decision. And then whatever's left, 17% chance that Ball wins by stoppage. So I think of all the 3 possibilities, Goodman's got a 50% chance of winning by decision. Dak. Sorry about that. Goodman's got a 50% chance of winning by decision, and I think Ball has a 50% chance of splitting, where that's a 2-1 better chance that Ball wins by decision than by stoppage. I think the chance of a stoppage is there, but it's small. And to me, I'm seeing odds over 9.5, over 10.5 on different books, where that's about even. If you can, to me, I think this is a fight that we can make money on. If we're getting about even odds on over 10.5 or over 9.5, I'm absolutely taking that. This fight, I'm pretty certain is going to go over. Goodman's got good feet. He can fight coming backwards. He can fight going. He can fight coming forwards. He can fight going backwards. He can fight all 3 levels. He's really, really good. He's got good hand speed. He's got good feet. Both guys here. Hang on. What up, Rocket? What up, Marta Prince? Some of the homies up in here. Well, Goodman's face holds up is the X factor. Yeah, I think so. I mean, he moves well. He can keep Ball at bay. Ball gets a little lazy with the jab sometimes. He tries to lunge, and he's always at a reach and a height disadvantage. So it's understandable. He's always at a reach. He's always at a height disadvantage. So he needs to get inside constantly. So sometimes he develops bad habits. He lunges and stuff like that. He doesn't double up the jab. Now, for a guy that small, that short, keep doubling up the jab. Work in behind that double jab. It's what you got to do. And he doesn't do that enough. He's got great feet. He can stay in front of you. He stays on you. He's relentless. I understand the box he checks. But Goodman moves well. Goodman throws nice straight shots. Can Goodman keep him at the end of his punches? Can Goodman walk him backwards a little bit? I don't know. It's a really, really intriguing fight. Yeah, my bet would be that Goodman holds up. I think Goodman will last. I think Goodman will go the distance. Ball fight over is, I think so too. I think this thing is destined to go over. I would take the over. Knockdown props will be interesting on this fight. Yeah, I would love the knockdown props on this. I don't think there's going to be any knockdowns in this fight. I think both guys have excellent feet. I think both guys have excellent balance. Neither guy really squares up. Neither guy has earth-shattering power, although Ball's got pretty good power. Goodman does not. I don't think there's going to be any knockdowns in this fight. I would take the under 1.5 knockdown prop if you can get it. And Muscles is now like 14 for 15 or something crazy like that on that knockdown prop. Guys, if you're on the Discord and you have any questions about the knockdown prop, talk to Muscles about the knockdown prop. He is something like 13 out of 14 or 14 out of. He got some crazy record on this knockdown prop. So talk to Muscles about the knockdown prop. I'll talk you through it. It is a phenomenal prop. Under 1.5 cashing on that for sure. Yeah, I would take that. That still needs to be nerfed. The under 1.5 is too powerful. It is. And as long as we're up there, as long as it's up there, as long as it's available, we are going to continue to take it. We are going to continue to make money betting on the sport of boxing. I don't care how y'all do it. Props, money lines, whatever it is, make money on it. Gary, everyone, good day. Hand History Vault, it's good to have you here. It's good to have you here. Gary, did you add this week's fights? Ahima versus Fonseca, Ramirez versus Papolino, and Cuello versus Jimenez. I don't have any. It did not. I just pulled this up. What book are you guys using that has that? I want to take a look at this. Hang on. My book has nothing. DraftKings is not doing well. Do you guys have a book that has those on? The only thing I have is nothing for this week, and the only thing I have is Ball versus Goodman for next week. So my book is struggling. Let me pull up Pro Boxing Odds real quick. Let's take a look at Pro Boxing Odds. Okay, they got it here. FanDuel. Okay, there's no props. We have some money lines. We can bet this a little bit. I'm gonna work this. I'm gonna work Cuello and Jimenez next. I'm gonna get into that. We can work this out. We can get this. We can get this. I don't think Ball can stop Goodman. The question is, can Goodman stop Ball? I don't think Goodman can stop Ball. I really don't think there's a stoppage in this fight. So I really like the over. How likely is Goodman by decision to hit? I say 50-50. And like this is what I want. I would take Goodman by decision. And I'm going to show this to you guys. I'm seeing lines. I'm seeing books have this at like plus 550. Wait, what the hell is it? Goodman by decision, plus 550, plus 600. I think Goodman by decision is a hell of a play. I think that's a hell of a play. That is crazy odds to me. And if you're asking me to pick right now, how do I honestly feel about this fight? I would say Goodman by decision. I think Goodman by decision is a hell of a bet. I think that is a phenomenal bet. I would take Goodman by decision as my prediction. And you're getting plus 550, plus 600 for it. Guys, to me, if you don't think Goodman's necessarily going to win, and you're kind of like me, you're kind of like this fight is 50-50, take Goodman by decision. Take Goodman by decision. Bet 365. FanDuel, yep, bet 365. Have it. Raymond Ford over at minus 240. Ooh, I like that. I like Raymond Ford on the over. I do like that. I like Ford on the over. And I really like Goodman on by decision. Goodman by decision to me is a hell of a bet. That is a hell of a bet. I would definitely look to lock that in. Goodman by decision to me, there's a lot of value. There's a lot of value in that, and I would definitely have interest in that, and I would definitely have decision on Raymond Ford over. Raymond Ford over to me is a great bet. Let's just look at the Cuello card real quick. Cuello, 15-0, Argentina, 12 knockouts. Fight undefeated guy. Don't know much about him in Cuello-Rios Jimenez. Cuello-Rios is his name. Mexican fighter, featherweight, obviously. Not a good resume, obviously. Not a tremendous resume. Not much to look at. But this is a decent card. We got Omia and Fonseca, which is a highly touted prospect against a guy who, he's an opponent. He's a journeyman. He's a rugged guy. If Omia is the guy that we think he is, if he's the guy that he's portrayed to be, and I'm going to get into the tape on this, then he should dominate this fight. If he's not, then watch out. Fonseca could, this is going to depend on Omia, because Fonseca, we know what he is. We already know what he is. So they have at the 28th best lightweight in the world. That's wild. Cuello and Sergio Rios. I don't know much about Rios. I'm looking forward to getting into that video, breaking it all down. It's going to be tough because he hasn't fought anybody yet at all, and Cuello has. Cuello is a decent little, a very good featherweight. The question is he a world-class top 15 featherweight? Well, we're going to start getting answers to that. But Cuello is a good fighter. He's a dog, and he's going to be a lot to deal with. Finally, we have Roberto Ramirez and Jerome Pampelon. And Pampelon, this is a fight that Albert Ramirez should win. What is the line on this fight? Ramirez should be a prohibitive favorite. Minus 1,000. Yeah, I kind of thought that. I want to parlay something real quick. Guys, I may play this. It's minus 262. It's the best we're going to do. Cuello, Ramirez, and Omia. That might be the best that we can do. It's minus 262. I'm going to bet it pretty heavy if that's all I can come up with. But there's not any boxing this week, so I don't really know what to do. But this is a bet. This is something that we can work on. It's minus 262. I'm going to bet it. I'm going to bet $3,000 on it to win just over 1,000, I think. But hang on. That's what we got. The other card I wanted to look at was Nick Ball. Let's look at Nick Ball real quick. Let's look at the Nick Ball card real quick. All right. Nick Ball and Sam Goodman. We talked about this. I like Goodman by decision. I also like taking the over on it. You're getting great odds. To me, this is a fight that we can make money on. Then you have Raymond Ford versus Nova. The over is at minus 240. I really like the over. You could take the over on Ford and Itawama by money line, and you've already got a pretty good parlay. This is going to be a good week to bet. You got Ergovich and Adelaide. I'm gonna do two of the videos. I'm gonna do Cuello next. I'm gonna break down another fight, a video on that card as well. I'll probably, I'm not sure which one I'll do. I'll probably do Ramirez and Pampelon or Omia and Fonseca. I'll break down those, and then I'm gonna get right into next week's videos because we have so much boxing next week. Not to mention this card as well. Ball, Goodman, Ford, Nova. It's a really, really good card. So I'm pumped for this. Itawama, White, three good cards there. Ergovich and Adelaide, loaded card, really good boxing. So I'm excited to break all this down. This is going to be a really good card to break down. But so it's really just getting through this week. It's getting through this week because next week looks good. So Ford and Nova. Does Nova have a chance to win? I got to break down the tape again, but I don't think so. Ford's a better boxer. Ford's super fast. Ford's battle tested. I think Ford wins this. It's probably not going to be easy, and I would take him by decision. So I would take Raymond Ford by decision. Raymond Ford on the money line. What is Ford on the money line? Ooh, that's the wrong fight. -9. That's too wide. I would just take the over on this -950. You get a -700, something like that, 600. It might be worth it. That's still super wide to me. -1,000. I'm not. That's a pass. But I do think Ford wins the fight. Nova is not a bad fighter. Abraham Nova, guys. Here's my point. Not long ago, he just fought O'Shaquie Foster. Really, really tough. Really, really competitively. Do you guys think that Raymond Ford would have any chance with O'Shaquie Foster? No, O'Shaquie Foster would dominate Ford, and he fought Foster tough. Now he had some performances since then not good. Cortez, he lost a close fight, and then he lost in the Turning Stone. I got a draw in the Turning Stone with Humberto Galendo. Not great, not great. And then he fought in Fenway Park. What card is this? I don't remember this card. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, this wasn't on TV, right? All right, that's a ridiculous card. He fought a German Ivan Matas, who everyone's fought. Okay, that's not great. Do I let me get to all of this real quick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what. No, Mike, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying what I'm saying. Yeah, did I misspeak? Here's what I'm trying to say. Maybe I misspoke. I'll play it back. Forster would dominate Ford. Nova fought Forster really, really tough not that long ago. Right? That's what I'm trying to say. If I mess up, I apologize. I'm agreeing with you. I think Forster would dominate Ford. He would dominate him. Nova fought Forster really, really close. Really, really close. So just keep that in mind. I'm saying the Ford Nova line is too wide, is what I'm suggesting. All right, sorry about that. Let me get through some of these. I'm sorry for the distractions, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me get caught up here. All right. Mo the Princess leading Bull in 7-12. This is Goodman's second fight at feather and quite a big step up. I can't see him keeping Bull, all of him, for 12 rounds. He got good feet. He's got straight punches. And he can fight on the inside. He can fight coming forward. Goodman is a more complete fighter than I think he's getting credit for. I'm not saying Bull can't win. To me, this is a very, very 50-50 fight. A very 50-50 fight. Because odds are so good for Goodman, will you risk less than usual because payout? Yeah, I will. I'm not going to bet huge on Bull. I mean, on Goodman, because Goodman is, again, to me, it's a 50-50 fight. But if you're getting more than plus 300, just take him. Just bet him. And I'm going to bet him by decision and get plus 600 on it. Do you remember Ryan Garcia's KO? I do, Jess. Yo, Ryan Hong in the house. Good to have you here, Ryan. Do you see Ichwama going the distance? I do not. I think that ends in stoppage. I think Ichwama stops White, but I think either way it's a stoppage. I would bet that thing not to go the distance. It sucks that August 16th PBC card has fallen through. We was really looking forward some of those fights on the undercard, especially Fulton versus Foster. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, no, I agree. It's a shame. I really don't know what's going on with PBC. They are not in a good way right now. Albert Ramirez via TKO minus 200. I don't have any. Oh, interesting. I gotta take a look at this. I gotta take a look at it. You think Shaq would dominate Ray? I do. Really? Interesting. I'm gonna ask that poll question on another show. That's interesting. I think O'Shaquie would dominate. I don't think Ray Ford is anything but fast. That's all. He's very fast, and he knows how to use his speed. But I don't think he's really anything but fast. That over 4.5 on each one, nice minus 115. Yeah, it is. But it's such a coin flip to go under. Yeah, I mean, the odds on it aren't great. Otherwise, what is the odds on that? Where the heck? There it is. He's minus 1,300, minus 1,000. It's just not worth betting on. It just really, really isn't worth betting on. It's just not, unfortunately. Well, it's good to have you here. Go. No, you can disagree with me on Ford. That's not a big deal. Ford is inconsistent, but he should beat Ford. I think he beats Ford handily. I'm not that high on Ford. I think Forster would dominate Ford. Forster has a bad habit of coasting. In addition, I don't think Forster would dominate Ford. Forster has a bad habit of coasting in addition to not winning rounds definitively. All right, come on, Gary. What are you talking about? Forster will beat Ford easily. That ludicrous, mate. I'm agreeing with you. Forster needed a knockdown late in the fight with Nova to secure the decision. That's my point. Gary, I'm telling you, Forster and Ford would not be an easy. And Ford would not be an easy. I don't want to say it would be easy. Here's what I'm saying. Forster would win it wide. He would win most of the rounds. Ford would have very little success in that fight. I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout. He's going to stop in 3 rounds. Forster would dominate that fight. Forster would absolutely dominate that fight. Man, Ray is going to dominate Nova 8-4 at worst. Yeah, I don't think Nova's got much of a chance, but I do think Ford's going to win. I can see Ford beating Forster in a clear decision. Really? 8-4 and 9-3. People sleep on Ray Savage. Okay, if you put any pressure on him at all, he loses. He got a lucky decision against Raymond Ford. He got a lucky decision. He lost to Nick Ball. Eddie Vasquez, he got a lucky decision on. He's not what he's made out to be. He's not bad. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter. He's not a bad fighter by any means, right? But he was about to lose to Kamaltov. He lost to Nick Ball, and then he lost to Eddie Vasquez. He got the knockout that he needed in the Kamaltov fight. He was losing that fight. He had already lost on the scorecards. He needed that knockout to win. If you put any pressure on him at all, you can beat him. O'Shaquie Forster can fight off the front foot. Although I think Forster won the first fight with Conceição, he made it. I didn't think it was close. I was live at that fight. I didn't even think it was close. He made it needlessly. Close by costing the final 2 rounds. Fair enough. Agreed, Mark. To me, Ray is number 1. All right. Do you guys forget that Eddie Vasquez beat his ass? That Kamaltov had him beat and he needed a 12th round knockout, and he lost to Nick Ball. I'm not trying to hate on the guy, but what wins? What wins are you guys referring to that I should think he's the best guy in the world at 130? What's Raymond Ford's best win? A robbery, a horrible decision over Eddie Vasquez, where his own promoter Eddie Hearn told him he lost. What's his best win? That's a good bet, Mother Prince. Does Goodman have more power than Ford to keep Nick Ball off him? Because it's not going to be long for Goodman. I have not watched tape or done analysis on the fight, but Ball luck of 126. I tend to agree. I think Ray is the superior puncher, plus Ball is one of the best pressure fighters in the game. He's a good pressure fighter. I wanted to double up on that jab but I agree. Look at the last 5 wins. They're quality. Ball's a good fighter. I like Ball. He makes entertaining fights. I'm not saying he can't win. I'm saying this is going to be a tough fight for him. Bro, I like O'Shaquie Foster, but he started boxing late. No, he didn't. But he didn't start late. And he was one of the best amateurs I remember seeing in Texas. And had his ass whipped twice and has like 2 other questionable wins. Okay. Jab. Because, like, if you're going to support Raymond Ford doing this, Raymond Ford is 17-1-1. Okay? He had a draw with a guy named Aaron Perez. Aaron Perez, who, after fighting Raymond Ford to a draw, lost to Diego Elizondo, who was 3-2-3. Then beat Rafael Reyes by decision, and then lost to somebody who was 8-9. A guy that lost to an 8-9 guy and a 3-2-3 guy fought Raymond Ford to a draw. We can keep pretending like Raymond Ford's really good, but then we have to pull up his resume. And when we pull up his resume, what we're going to see is Raymond Ford has a draw with that guy. Lucky to get a draw. We all know he lost that fight. He got an even worse decision against Edwin Vasquez, which was a disgusting travesty of a decision. Worst decision of the year. Where are his wins? Like what? And then he came back, rallied to beat Kamaltov. Okay, fine. He was already lost the fight on the cards. Then lost to Nick Ball. And since then, he beat Gunnar Matisse and Orlando Gonzalez. I mean, where am I impressed? What are his best wins? Gunnar Matisse is his best win. Gunnar Matisse's got how many losses? He's got 5 losses and a draw. He was just destroyed by Rocky Hernandez before that fight. Like Rocky Hernandez would destroy Raymond Ford. Destroy him. He's a pressure fighter. I don't understand. Like, where am I so impressed? Where am I so impressed with Raymond Ford? Like, what am I looking at in Raymond Ford? Where I'm like, okay, color me impressed. That was a crazy good win from Raymond Ford. I can't def see. I could def see Ford beating the shit out of Foster, bro. Foster doesn't apply pressure. Yes, he does. Foster does apply pressure. How did he knock out Rocky Hernandez if he doesn't apply pressure? I also think is an instance of someone being levels above who they were a few fights ago, kind of like Keyshawn. Ford he's got super fast, Mike Ross. I agree. Ford is definitely not the same fighter from the Vasquez fight. Okay, Jeff, what does he do fundamentally different? What does he do that's fundamentally different now than then? He's just avoided fighting pressure fighters. The one pressure fighter he wants to beat, who he had to fight, was Kamaltov, and he got it done dramatically in the 12th round when he needed to, but he had already lost the fight on the cards. Like, he's not the Odebek fight. Yeah, it was close too. I don't know. He's not what he is. Okay, so Jeb. Again, okay, let's take a look at Raymond Ford's resume again. All right, so his best win, we agree. Raymond Ford's best win is Gunner Man, right? That's his best win. Matisse, Orlando Gonzalez, Nick Ball, Odebek Kamaltov. He was losing the fight, lost it on the cards. He had lost the fight on the cards. Jesse Magdaleno, some guy named Lucas, Richard Medina, shout out San Antonio, Edwin Vasquez, Felix Caraballo, Reese Bellotti, Aaron Perez. Where's the wins here? Where are the impressive wins here? I'm not seeing them. Raymond is also just better than him. Resumes don't win fight. He's better than him how? You can't put pressure on him. He's not fundamentally sound. He's just fast. For me, too many fastest fights have come down to the wire. But not Raymond Ford. Not Eddie. He lost to Eddie Vasquez. Travesty of decision. One of the worst decisions in the history of the sport. He got a decision. He's got a draw. Lucky to get a draw with Aaron. What the hell was the guy's name again? Aaron Perez. Like, what am I missing here? I'm like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. So it was the win over Shakira Lucas that colored us impressed, being Shakira Lucas, or was it Magdaleno? What's the win with Raymond Ford? Like, oh yeah, he's super impressive. Foster will not beat Raymond Ford at all. Come on, Gary. Aaron Perez and Eddie Vasquez could dog walk Raymond Ford. I mean, absolutely. Eddie Vasquez embarrassed him. It was probably 10 rounds to nothing. But yeah. O'Shaquie Foster couldn't beat him. No, I agree. Well argued, Mike. Rocky Hernandez is chinny guy. How does that make O'Shaquie a pressure fighter? I didn't say he was a pressure fighter. I said he could put pressure on. Do you know what Rocky Hernandez would do? Do you know what Rocky Hernandez would do to Raymond Ford? Rocky Hernandez might kill Raymond Ford. He might go to jail for murder. That could happen. I think he creates off his jab more and is a much better combination puncher. Okay. How come he still can't handle pressure? Ford has great timing and distance control. That's wild. Like, that's wild. Distance control. He can't keep anyone off of him. If you apply, why didn't he just maintain the range with Nick Ball? Why did he just keep him at the end of his punches? Why did he let Ball in on him? I give him credit for that fight. He was a dog in that fight. But why did he make his life easy? He's so good at maintaining range. Why didn't he just keep 5'1" Nick Ball at the end of his shots? I don't understand. Ocho Beck is the best. So his best win, and shout out to him, was a fight that he was losing all the way until like a minute left in the fight, and he rallied to get a knockout in the last round. All right. This is what's colored me impressed. Who's better, Ocho Beck, or Rocky Hernandez? Ford developed power. That's the most glaringly obvious thing. Where was the power in the Nick Ball fight? Where was it in the Thomas Matisse fight? Like, where's the power? Anyway, and MJ, he's got to take it away. Matisse threw like 10 punches. Yes, and that's his best win. Yes, I know. Gunnerman is not good. He's not good. I'm not simping for Gunnerman. I'm making a point that Gunnerman, who's no good, was the best win of Raymond Ford's career. Did he really? Is that true? Did he offer an apology on Instagram? That's wild. That's cool. It's a sick fight. I rock with Shock, but there's a reason he's been putting off that fight. I think Ford, Nunez, and Roach Jr. Are the best at 130. Okay, look, Roach Jr. just beat Tank Davis, right? Nunez, I don't understand the Ford thing. The Ford's the best at 130 because he beat Gunnerman. O'Shaquie from Texas, this is going to go all street. O'Shaquie's my boy. If you go to my page, right, it's a picture of me and Shaquie. O'Shaquie's my boy. I understand what you're saying, Gary. Your reasoning is definitely grounded in logic, but to me, Ray's current skills are just superior to what they were 2 years ago. Okay, look. If Raymond Ford disposes, because I don't think Nova's going to win the fight, right? But I think it's going to be a fight. I think Nova's going to make life tough on Ford. If Ford steamrolls him and stops him, I'll change my opinion on Ford. At the end of the day, guys, I'm just not impressed with Foster. I'm not impressed with Ford. Raymond Ford wanted to fight me. It was when he was fighting Richard Medina, I think. It was on the Bam Rodriguez card. Someone look who Raymond Ford fought. I think it was Medina. Raymond Ford wanted to fight me outside of a press conference prior to a Bam Rodriguez fight because I said he lost to Eddie Vasquez. It's a true story. He wanted to fight me at the press conference. There's something wrong with that boy. Ford doesn't take criticism kindly at all. He has a huge ego. He wanted to fight me outside a press conference because I said he lost to Eddie Vasquez, which he clearly did. A lot of people thought Ford beat Nick. Yeah, no, it was a great fight. It was a 50-50 fight. I think I scored it a draw. I thought I had it a draw. What about Beck? What's the question? Humble Crumble in the house. We're doing well, Humble. Overrating Rocky Hernandez for the sake of this argument as well. So Rocky Hernandez is no good. The only guy any good at 130 is Raymond Ford, who lost to a guy named Aaron Perez and Edwin Vasquez. All right, fantastic. Extraordinary. Rocky Hernandez is overrated, but Raymond Ford is the goods. Amazing. I believe making 126 played a factor in the ball fight for Ford. I believe maybe it could be. He could have been drained it that way. I don't necessarily disagree with that. I believe that's why he really didn't start until the second half of that fight. Now it makes sense. You don't like Ford? No, it's not nothing to do with. I don't like Ford. I don't like Ford. I don't have any problem with Ford. Ford has a problem with me. I have no problem with Ford. I'm asking you, the best win of his career is a win over Otobek, who no one had ever heard of before the fight, who has no good wins in his career, and Raymond Ford was already lost the fight going into the 12th round on the scorecard and needed to rally to get a knockout with a minute left. And kudos to him for getting it. I don't hate Raymond Ford. Raymond Ford hates me. I think the KO is very possible. I'm not going to with the over on this one. Is Nick Bull this weekend? Next weekend. There's nothing this weekend, Humble. It's next weekend. Abraham Nova will have the power advantage. No, apparently Raymond Ford is Julian Jackson all of a sudden. I have Ford constructive crit. I gave Ford constructive criticism, and he started running his mouth. See, see exactly. Do you think Raymond Ford beats Navarrete? Ooh, huh? Yeah, at this point, yeah, probably. Navarrete to me is a little bit shot. That's yeah. That's such a compelling matchup, but I think so. How do I think Sugar Nunez would do against Forster? Well, I do believe that that's interesting. I gotta say, Shaki's too skilled for him. Nunez is a dog. I do like Nunez. He got the win over Rakimov. I do think Nunez is a dog. I think he figures it out. I think Shaki beats him, but it's a fun fight. Shaki beats him. Ford said himself in the corner of the bullfight, I don't got it in me today, Box. It happens. We've been there. Sometimes you just ain't got your legs. The weight cut didn't go well. You're just not feeling it. You didn't get your strength back, and you can't use your legs. Sometimes you just don't got it. You got to figure out another plan, and he did that. So kudos to him. Can we do a few week-long parlay today? We did that yesterday. Hey, I'll tell you what. When we come back, I gotta wrap this up in a couple minutes. Come back tomorrow, and we'll do another. We'll do another. I'll give it to you. It was over 9.5 on ball. It was Dillian White not to go the distance. It was Crawford on the money line and Patty Donovan on the money line. So the week's long parlay was over 9.5 ball. Dillian White no distance. Terrence Crawford, Patty Donovan, money line. But we'll do another one tomorrow. Those are fun. Otubek was signed to Top Rank, and that was why that was on Top Rank. Freshly thrown in the rankings. They wanted him to win that fight. Maybe. The cards were not it. I don't remember. I remember the fight being super close. I remember that. Raymond Ford. I don't know, huh? I mean, if what he's saying is true, if Raymond Ford said in his corner, I ain't got it tonight, I think I vaguely remember something like that being said. And then he fought what he had to do, and he fought a fight of the year type fight with Nick Bull, where a very, very close decision. I think I had it a draw. I remember breaking that fight down and saying, this is the hardest fight I've ever had to assess. And I picked Bull by decision, and I got it right. But I also said, bet the house on the draw, and then I scored it a draw. Like, it was that kind of fight where it was like, this thing is going to be super close. It was super close, and then Bull got a super close decision. Navarrete lost to Baranchak, who is one of the weakest champs I've ever seen. He would get mollywopped by Ford. How Nick Bull is his father. Now Nick Bull is his father. Sup, everyone. Sup, boxing fan. Hit that like button. Seriously, guys, hit the like button. Do hit the like button. Rocky Hernandez lucked up against Matisse. The momentum was turning, but the fight was ended due to the Hernandez cut. I think Ray beats him. His hand speed will get him fits. Didn't give Edwin Vasquez fits. And Rocky Hernandez is a better pressure fighter than Eddie Vasquez. Raymond Ford, as soon as he beat Otubek, he said that they want me to stay and fight Nick Bull, but I'm drained. Yeah, I think I remember that. I think you're right about that. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. This was a fun stream. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I appreciate everybody here. Pretty good showing for, no fights this week. But I'm going to come back tomorrow, probably 2 shows tomorrow. We'll do another week's-long parlay. All right, we'll do that. But the one I gave you, over 9.5 ball, Dillian White and Ituama, no distance, Terrence Crawford, Patty Donovan, money line. Appreciate you guys. You think Sophia? Yeah, I do. But I'm going to get down to the video MMA better. Thanks for thank you for dropping by, boxing fan. Great chat. Go. It's good talking to you. I do appreciate you. I don't understand the Raymond Ford love affair, though. Ladies, everyone, bye. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Great show. I appreciate everyone. Y'all truly are the best. Guys, smash the like button on the way out. Come on, guys. We got to get come on, guys. Let me get the likes up, guys. Give me one of them likes. All right, guys. I got to end this. August 5th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.